Here's the opening Frontiers theme music. What sort of mood did you want to set with this opening?
It's just comforting, quiet. This theme recurs a few times in the record, and it's just like it's cool to have it here, and then it kind of references itself later, and it's just like it ties things together. I love that. I love when themes reoccur in records in a tasteful way.
And now we're into track 2.
Yep.
And that is the natural sound of that. What is this thing called? What is this instrument?
It's an electric air organ. It's a little keyboard instrument. It's like a little box. It's almost like it's like an electric harmonium, if that makes any sense. Yeah.
I feel like man, it's such a mood to like kick off this record, at least as far as like the full song.
Sure.
Garden, is this an early one on the record, like as far as when you wrote it?
It is.
Yeah.
Miles of Truth, at least the vibe of the reprise, was the very first thing I wrote for this record. Is that right? Actually, no, the first song I wrote for the record was I Believe in Our Love. I wrote that with Gabe Dixon. And we recorded a version of it. We actually did Gabe's first, which he hasn't released. But yeah, Garden was very early on.
Yeah.
It was very, very early on. Because I was like, I knew I wanted this. I had this chord progression idea in my head. I had this melody. And I was like, this sounds like a great opener.
Are the parts floating around in your head before you put your hands on an instrument a lot of times? They are?
Yeah.
Wow. Multiple at once? Do you hear like sometimes a full arrangement?
Yeah.
Wow. And then is it hard work to get it out in the real world, or does it come out easily now?
It comes out pretty easily.
Yeah.
I would say that it's not even really work. It gets fun to figure out, like, I've got the basic, like this was one where I had the basic building blocks down, and I just need to figure out how to put the color scheme on it, so to speak,
And this little guitar section here has got some of that delay. You and I, of course, big fans of The Edge over time. This record may be less referential to them, but I heard it in that guitar a little bit.
It was a full-on reference to the guitar sound on Boy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds amazing.
Yeah, I used my Gibson Explorer. I used the exact same picks that The Edge uses, his Herdem picks.
Oh, and does he play them backwards?
He
too?
plays them backwards.
Yeah.
That's what I did. Yeah.
Wow.
With the little ridge edges on it with delay and everything. Like, I wanted that sound.
It's
amazing.
amazing.
It's like the sound of Stories for Boys, like that intro.
Oh, it's very much Stories for Boys.
Yeah.
Man, that is such a great sound. It's not something that you hear reference. You'll hear people reference Streets or something, which is similar, but a little different.
I love early U2.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's very cool. So this is Garden. This one's got the lyrics. We were just talking about this. What do I know?
There it is.
There it is.
Oh, such good timing.
What do you know? What does it turn out?
What do I know?
Where do we land on that?
Yeah. What about it?
Yeah, I mean, so when you say, what do I know, is that just an admission that, hey, I don't have it all figured out?
Exactly.
Yeah? Okay.
It's kind of like I'm making some statements before that, and it's also going like, I'm not going to die on a hill with this stuff. It means a lot to me right now in this moment, but if I go out and start waving a flag around about something, then I'm just going to get myself in the same position that I've got myself in before, which is knowing it all and then really having no idea what I'm actually saying. It's just silly.
It's a serious moment, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just kind of like, all right, I just don't want to hold too tightly to those beliefs. They're just opinions. So.
You're trying to find Miles of Truth. Am I right?
Ooh.
Hey, is that next? Is that where we're heading next?
That might be next.